Hi everyone, this is Polestar 4 test drive day. So I'm about to go to the dealership this morning at 9:30. Just taking the kids to school and they've been absolute nightmares. But let's chill out and relax and enjoy a great test drive of the Polestar 4. Now it was nice and simple to arrange a test drive. I just Googled Polestar dealers, found one in Newcastle, which is right by the Hyundai garage in Silverlink in North Tyneside. And it was simple to set up a test drive. They did call me yesterday to check the arrangements, but actually you could do it all online. So if you don't like speaking to someone, you can do 99% of it just over the internet. And I would say they're a lot less pushy than both the Skoda dealers that I've sorted out, an Elrock and a Coupe Enyaq with, because they have been phoning me non-stop ever since, trying to demand how I want to buy it and this, that and the other. And I'm like, I've already signed up for a test drive, mate. It's unaccompanied and you get 75 minutes with the car, 60 of it which is in the car. You get a little introduction to the car's controls and the screen and how you would change drive settings and things, which is all very professional. And I'll give you a little mini review of the car. Now, I've noticed a problem that my camera has got very little charge. So actually I might have to switch to my phone to do the review. So the quality is going to drop, I'm afraid. Hopefully the audio is going to be okay because I can link this to my phone. But in terms of setting the camera up for the test drive, can't do it. Because this one, my stand won't connect to my phone. So that's a little bit of a disappointment, but I'll put out a short as soon as I get in the car to tell you how it is to use, and then I'll put up my review and a walkthrough of the car, or a mini walkthrough. It'll only be 10 minutes or something of my thoughts on it. I'm super excited. I'm actually getting the dual motor version, so that's 100 kilowatt hours, and it's got 400 kilowatts of power, which works out at 540 horsepower if you like old money. The dual motor will give you a WLTP range of 350 miles, or EV Database claims a reward range of 300. So you're getting about 3 miles per kilowatt hour in the performance spec. So you've just got insane acceleration and tyres wider than they need to be in a performance setup. So you're not got low rolling resistance. You set up for ultimate grip and performance. But it'll have silly things like really heavy brakes and you're carrying around an extra motor, etc. But the single motor version, which is rear wheel drive, has a 200 kilowatt motor. So that's 300-ish horsepower. And that has a 94 kilowatt hour battery usable. And that will give you a 383 mile range. So that's more like 4 miles per kilowatt hour. So you get a lot more efficiency from the low power version. And you might have skinnier tyres and all the rest, I don't know. So I'm just very excited. It'll be the most luxury or premium car I've ever been in. And I wonder where it's set up to be competitors with. Something like the BMW i4, something like the VW ID7, the BYD Seal is probably not quite on the same level of premium. Maybe the Tesla Model S, it's definitely more premium than the Tesla Model Y, but again, that would be a great competitor. Probably you've not even got the same battery in the long range. The long range is only about 80 kilowatt hours, and so this is 100. So maybe like the Tesla Model 3 Performance, or probably the Tesla Model S, really. It's also got a 520 litre boot, so bigger than the Tesla Model 3, as big as it's almost up with the Tesla Model Y, and there's a frunk as well. So I'm really excited. I could get this on salary sacrifice. I think I can remember the cost, just off the top of my head. It'd be about £1,000 a month for a lease, which is obviously crazy, and I could never afford that, even though I'm paid well. But through salary sacrifice, I could get it down to around £500, which is kind of insane. And the PCP buyout, I'm paying a loan on this to buy out my PCP balloon payment, and that's like £400 a month. So for only a little bit more, you could have a whole lot extra car. Now this I'll own at the end and own an asset, even though it'll have depreciated a lot. Whereas the Polestar, you just got to hand back and then you've paid all this money and you don't own anything. So there's that to bear in mind. Also, you're reducing your pension and things. So ask someone else about the financial implications of getting a salary sacrifice car. I'm probably not that clued into the financial implications. Sorry about that, I had a phone call, but we'll wrap up the discussion here and I will show you the Polestar garage, so yeah, let's get a little bit of footage of me pulling up to Polestar. See you in a sec. Hi everybody, this is the Polestar 4. It is a 100 kilowatt hour. This is a dual range, 400 kilowatts. So we add 30% for horsepower. So an incredibly powerful dual motor car. It has got a beautiful pan roof. It's got this classic Scandi styling of the Thor's hammer headlights. They're matrix LEDs for brilliant full beam assist on the highways, and it maps out where other cars are so not to blind them. It's a great saloon style with an amazing hatchback boot. It's got 20-inch alloys which look fabulous, and the gimmick for this one is that it has no rear window to give you maximum headroom on your passengers. It has compromised on a rear window and has a camera instead, which is a bit novel and a bit silly. It's got flush door handles, and let's show you the interior. You can use a key card to enter. It's got single pane acoustic thermal glass, and as you come in, your car welcomes you and pushes you forward into your seat. You've got your driver's display here, but a hood just here as well. You've got a beautiful 16-inch, very responsive screen, which is fully customizable. You've got dual zone climate control. You've got electronic memory seats. This is the Napa pack with a Harman Kardon sound system with speakers in your headrest, so that your kids can listen to different music to you and you can just have your music, your podcast put into your ears right from behind you. It's got fully recyclable interiors, as it displays here, because Polestar's got a huge sustainability ethos. So the whole thing is made out of one material, so it can all be recycled together. Here is your rear view mirror. It does have some problems with sort of focus, but otherwise works reasonably well. And the reason is to give you this absolutely stunning panoramic roof and enough headroom for your rear passengers. Your rear passengers get their own independent climate control on a screen down here and multiple vents, and you've got vented leather seats. This Napa upgrade, a £3,000 upgrade, is very nice though. Without further ado, let's go look in the rear seats to see how nice it is. Right car, let me out. Pull your handle. Oh, and we're going back. And then whoosh, we can open. So let's have a look in the rear. Does it compromise on headroom? Does it compromise on legroom? I've left the seat in my driver's position, but as you can see, I've got loads of headroom. I've got about a fist above me. I'm only 5'9" though, so if you're extremely tall, I am touching this, I can rest my head on this side, and actually it'd be quite nice for a nap on a real journey. That bit's actually quite comfortable. It's actually really nice. But if you're 6 foot, are you going to touch the roof? You may well do. I've got about half a fist or a fist of room. Leg room wise, I've got quite a lot. My feet can fit under my car seat position. I usually like my car seat position in the lowest possible. And so this is still quite comfortable. And actually, if I sit up a bit, I've still got plenty of room for longer legs. Longer legs would fit under here perfectly. There's a very slight transmission tunnel. Let's show you this. It's probably just a couple of fingers breadth, but you've got a majority flat floor. Is this middle seat big enough for an adult? Well, it's certainly less comfortable, and perhaps some of the Isofix things sort of squash you a little, and your head does rest a little bit uncomfortably against this rear door. So that, I would say, is not perfect. And this headrest is not adjustable, but for kids, I'd say if you're under 5'5", or if you're a small lady, then this might not be too bad. You certainly got enough leg room. loads of leg room, loads of feet room, but headspace is a little compromise for taller people. So you probably want to look at the Polestar 3 if you really need to transport 5 adults. I think people rarely do. The average car in the UK has only ever got 1.7 adults in, or people in, full stop. So it'd be a rare use for me, but it'd be nice to know that you've got space. You've got 2 isofixes in the back for kid seats. You could easily get rear fitting kid seats in here. I'd be nervous about damaging the leather though. It's an absolutely beautiful car. You do have these air vents, which are adjustable for the passengers. You can choose this screen to choose what you do in terms of the temperature, etc., or you can turn it off. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, display intensity, nope. So let's go on this and let's turn that off. Wonderful. What does this do? You can adjust your seats. Do we want to go forward? Ah, this is your heated seats. Heated seats. Off. Ooh, yeah, that heats up really quickly. That's really nice. I would say the interior of this car is stunning. The leather on these seats is stunning. It's so soft, so nice, and you've got a great visibility out this beautiful roof. Sadly, we're a bit overcast today because it was the heat wave yesterday, but it's just incredible quality, really. We've got interior ambient lighting on the passenger doors, as well as on the front doors and in this bar and here, and it's just an amazing cabin. Now sadly my camera broke, or my camera's run out of battery, or wasn't charged as much as I thought, so running out of time, and I couldn't use my professional camera or show you any of the interior footage of driving. But the driving experience is that there's tons and tons of power. The car feels planted on the road. It takes back roads beautifully, and it takes the bumps and the potholes really well. It's really soft and smooth, and you can even adjust it. So let's show you how you can adjust the driving experience in the front. Let's get into the front again. Off we go. So this is the space where you can start adjusting things. So I probably have to put the car key back where it thinks that we're in it, and let's go down to drive, and then suddenly, yes, you can put hill descent control on. You can change the feel from light to firm. I've really enjoyed light, nothing wrong with that. I guess I'll try firm on the way home. Standard suspension was good, but nimble was even better at sort of coping with potholes and British roads. I've not tried firm, but if you really wanted to push it, that's what you would do, I would suspect. One pedal driving, off. Quite like low. Standard was a bit too much for me. I like it to be fairly low. Performance mode, overtaking cars, was incredibly fast. Too fast for my liking. Standard or range mode was a lot nice. ESC, you can turn your ESC on and off up here. I would prefer it on. You can have your creep mode on and off, etc. Charging is 200 kilowatts, and you can preheat the car in order to get that 200 kilowatts, and you can go from 10 to 80 in 30 minutes. I'll put the EV database link up in the screen here, but this is the star of the show. Absolutely beautiful, stunning pan roof. Maybe better than a Tesla Model 3s. You got no bar across the head, taking up some of the space, but the compromise is this panel in the back there. But as I say, you can definitely get 4 adults in here. For 4 large adults would be absolutely fine. The 5th might be a bit of a struggle. So I'll head off now and hand the car back. Let me know if you've got any questions. It's obviously an expensive car. I think the base is £60,000. So the advantage here really is salary sacrifice screams. So I'm paying £400 a month for my Kona to buy out the PCP balloon payment, and this would only be £500. The single motor, not the dual motor. I think this is in a performance car as well, which is just kind of insane. Don't need all that power, but it's just so smooth. It holds its speed so well. It's so luxury. The steering wheel feels absolutely fantastic. You can control everything from the screen. The range, EV database suggests a real world range of 300 miles for a 100 kilowatt hour battery. That's not great, but that is for the dual motor. The single motor is better, and the WLTP is about 350 miles. So it is a heavy car, and if it's a performance car, it is going to use a lot of consumption of electricity. I do need to get back to the dealer to hand it back in 10 or 15 minutes, so I better make a move on. And yeah, sadly, I can't use my DJI camera at the moment because it won't turn on, because I left it on charge, but something's gone wrong and it got left in a drawer and has run out of charge, so it must have been left on or something like that. So that's a bit of a shame, but hopefully the footage through my camera phone has not been the worst, and we've got the mic hooked up, so hopefully the audio has been okay as well. So yeah, this is an absolutely stunning car. Got loads of driver assist, got loads of options, huge boot. I've not shown you the boot yet. Let's quickly go see the boot, eh? This is even better. It's got loads of room. I think it's warning me there that I've left the key in there in case I was going to walk away. But you've got a automatic lift gate doing it all for you, and you do have quite a roomy boot. So I would suggest that even without taking the false floor out, you could fit your largest adult suitcase here, you could fit another one here, and I think I could fit my tent and my fridge in here, no problem, and have a suitcase on top. You've got a 12 volt 180 watt outlet here. There's no USB A's or C's though that I can see, and this is your false floor for your cables, etc. And there is a frunk, so I'll show you the frunk as well, and it's got automatic tailgate coming down. I'll put the literage up on the screen for when we're ready. Let's show you how you open the frunk. Maybe you can do it through the screen, but you do 2 presses there as well. And let's have a look how much storage space we have under here. And look, yeah, the dealer's got all their cables in there, so that's wonderful. So that keeps everything out of the way, doesn't it? They've not been the best at tidying that up though, have they? Numpties. Right, let's get that down. So yeah, that keeps at least your cables and your granny charger out of the way, doesn't it? So that's it from me. This has been the Polestar 4. Let me know if you want me to see any other cars. What I've booked in for the next Tuesdays, so I have Tuesdays off, is I've booked in the L-Rock, I've booked in the Enyaq Coupe, and have I booked in a BYD Seal? I've booked in a BYD Sea Lion. I've tried the Seal before, so I'm going to try the Sea Lion. So let me know if you're excited about those cars, if there's anything you want to ask about the Polestar 4 or any of the cars coming up, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you're looking for a new energy company, then Octopus Energy would like to hear from you. I can get 50 quid if you use my code below, and you get 50 quid too. If you want to look for EV charging apps, use Octopus Electroverse. I think it's the best. It's better than ZapMap. You can plan your journeys, and it's got more free features. You can get £5 from my code below. Instavolt are quite expensive, but overnight you can get them at 54p through their app. If you want to download their app, see my code below, and you can get a tenner and I can get a tenner. Or is it £5? I think it's only £5. And then lastly, if you're looking to buy second-hand electronics, this phone is from Back Market, which is a great second-hand electronics website. You can get a tenner's credit below by using my referral code, and I get a tenner too. I've got about 10 devices from there so far, and they've always worked perfectly. Really good quality. If they say they're excellent, they're excellent. If they say they're good, they're good. If they say they're fair, they're fair. They've got a scratch or two, but they work fine. All in all, absolutely fab. So yeah, let me know if there's any feedback or anything you'd like to see next time. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye. Hey, so this is just a little outline of what the Polestar 4 might cost you. First, we're going to start with my, and it just consultant salary, and we're going to look at how much it might be over 36 months. Now, I'm doing this with 20,000 miles because that suits me, but you would reduce that a lot. And I've gone for the colour. I would choose Storm, I think that's blue, and I'd go for the single motor long range, and I'd get the Pilot and Pro packs, and I'd get the Napa upgrade packs. I've seen how nice that interior is from the test drive, and it's wonderful. So it's coming out at a base price of 1,150 a month, But your salary sacrifice scheme, you would save a great deal. So let's save that because I want to keep that. And I think the quote is actually cheaper. They actually add cost to your lease if you don't have the dash cam. So they put in a front-facing dash cam. A rear one would probably be good. But yeah, let's have a look at the salary sacrifice. So the gross cost would be 933, and you'd save a little bit on NI, you'd save a little bit of tax, and you'd reduce your pension contribution. So that also reduces your final or your average salary pension. But you reduce that cost by 460 quid, but you do have to pay 64 quid in the current benefit in kind rate of £64. So that ends up with you paying £535, which is not that much for a very expensive and very premium car, which is fabulous. Now let's compare that to what it would have been like on my final year registrar's salary. So I'm now on the NHS Fleet Solutions, and I've tried to choose the same things. You've got the Napa upgrade pack. I've actually put the electrochromatic sunroof. You always get a sunroof or a panoramic roof, and it is an amazing panoramic roof, but presumably this is where it puts a shade on automatically, and you change translucent to opaque. So presumably that's what that electrochromatic or chromic panoramic roof means. You can add a charger if you like, but that would be slightly more expensive. So a gross cost of 1,444. But you save less on a lower salary. Hi everyone, so just a quick video to show you what the difference is between a PCP, a lease, and you compare that versus those salary sacrifice options that I gave you, and you can see what you think. So this is the configurator for the Polestar 4. Yeah, I've shown you plenty of images, but just a couple more. I've shown you the exterior, the amazing panoramic roof, which can be electrochromatic, i.e. you can turn it translucent versus opaque, some of the Swedish styling, and here's the colours just to show you. So magnesium is what comes included. You can get white or snow for 1,500. You can get electron or greyish blue for £1,000. For £1,000 you can get grey or storm, and for £1,000 you can get space or black, the blackness of space, or you can get gold. And this actually, I've never thought of ever getting a gold car before, but this actually looks a lot better than I thought gold would look. It doesn't look too pretentious, and it's not like a wrap of really luminescent gold. It's not like having a gold Range Rover Discovery or something, is it? Now, this is what comes included in the price, which is the bio attributed, so it's the recyclable plastic weaved fabric. You can get an upgrade to light colour for £1,000, or you can go for charcoal leather, or you can go for the Napa pack. So the Napa pack, the Napa leather upgrade of the zinc colour, i.e. light leather. Truly fantastic, and they both come with the speakers in the headrest, which actually I don't think it's a gimmick. I think actually it's really good. So you can have like music you can have like a kid story in the background. You can have your own music or your own podcast going on there. Other upgrades are the Prime pack includes the Plus, which is premium sound, LED headlights, pixel LED headlights as in adaptive high beam, 3-phase charging, but also includes the Pilot pack, which is lane change assist and the sort of adaptive cruise control. So let's see what's in the Pilot completely. So adaptive cruise control and Pilot assist allows you to up to 80 miles an hour. 130, is that 80 or is it 85? Some countries on the continent allow you to drive 130 kilometers an hour, but yeah, it keeps you centered in the lane. So just almost hands-free driving. And if you tell it to change lanes, it will change lanes for you, if safe to do so. So what else do you get? You get a 360 camera with that as well. So more than just a reversing camera, you get a 360 3D view. Some people like that. I think that's a bit of a gimmick personally, but that's something you can do. And I think the adaptive cruise control is kind of necessary, isn't it? So let's see what else is in the Plus pack. The premium sound, head-up display. And you get an improved interior on the doors, on the car doors, and you get this stuff, which is the ambient lighting on the doors, which is quite nice. You get an illuminated Polestar badge. The pixel lights, I think, are the thing that I actually want. And the power gate, the power optic tailgate, is based on the Pro pack, on the Plus pack. And you don't get the rear screen if you don't pay for that, and you don't get quite as many adjustable seats or power reclining rear seats. Heated steering wheel and heated rear seats are only on the upgrade, and the 3-zone climate control. So you've got 2 for the front, but you wouldn't have 1 for the back without this. And the air filtration comes only in that as well. That's quite interesting. I saw the air filtration mode. It was quite nice to know that there wasn't a lot of air pollution in the car, particularly if you're driving in cities. I think that's not just a gimmick. As a respiratory doctor, I think that's a good thing to know, personally. And you can get extra tow bars for £1,000. And you might want to get things like your rubber mats, and actually rubber floor mats for £100 is pretty good value. You can get a sunshade as well if you wanted to do that, a luggage compartment and all that kind of jazz. But the charging cables don't seem that good a value really. That's 1 phase as well. £300 for a 1 phase one. They don't particularly look like amazing either, do you? But it's 7 meters long, single phasing. And if you're paying for the upgrade for 3 phase, you would potentially get one of these, and it's £400. Doesn't look amazing. That's the industrial socket, or the commando socket. Whereas, is this the 3 phase? No, it's the granny charger. So yeah, I don't think you'd bother with those. I think you can source them elsewhere. So price wise, so I've changed my financing. You can't put in 0 deposit. They won't take 0 deposit. But I've put in for 5 years, 20,000 miles, and you would end up paying £783. At the end of all that, you've still got a balloon payment of £17,000. So that would work out, if you get a loan on your £17,000 balloon payment. I know this because that's exactly what I did for my Kona and bought a loan out. That'd be about £400 for 4 years on a 5% interest. The good thing about this is it's a 0% APR, so that's smashing. And let's have a look at what half the miles would do. For example, because I do 20,000 miles, but a lot of you won't be doing. So let's have a look at what that changes the price to. Reduces only a little bit, so reduces that, what, it was 780, wasn't it? And now it's just less than 700. So that's that. That's what the finance deals would be via PCP, essentially. Private PCP. Company car drivers, they say call you, we're not going to give you a price. Fleet managers, they say call us, we're not going to give you a price. Let's look at Lease Loco, because we've done that before. So yeah, they're claiming a WLTP of 385 miles. This is the single motor long range, is 100 kilowatt hour battery. It's a 200 kilowatt motor, and it's only got the Pilot. It doesn't have the Pro pack or the interior pack. So it's not quite the same car, but they're quoting a lease of 649. And so the thing that's cheaper about the salary sacrifice is that you bundle in maintenance and insurance, which you don't get through this lease. Oh, actually, we might as well check that. Often it is leased, isn't it? And they might have servicing in. So let's have a look at what's included. Right, everybody, so just for me to say goodbye and thank you for listening, and thank you for any feedback. Like, comment, subscribe, and like I say, use those referral codes down below. If you've enjoyed it, or if you need to swap electricity company or use an EV charging app, etc., I'd be really grateful. See you in the next one, guys. Let me know if there's any EVs you want to see. Sadly, both those things I can't change salaries, so it's just whatever I've earned at different points. And yeah, I appreciate money's awkward and it's weird talking about money, but such is life. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.